So good morning to you all, and welcome back to the channel. It's been a few weeks since I last done a vlog. I've been busy away on a family holiday and running workshops up on Exmoor for the Red Deer Rut. So I'm going down today to a friend's lake again, trying for some kingfishers. I came down yesterday, 45-mile-an-hour gusting winds, rain, fog, sleet, you name it. It was just hideous. Sat in the hide for 4 hours, no joy. So going to head down this morning. It's a lot better, a little bit of a breeze, but it's quite clear. So although I'm going for the kingfishers again, because I haven't done for a few months, but I wanted to try out my RF 800mm f11 Canon lens. Now, I've had this for quite a while, and I think I said before, one of the chaps on my workshop was using it and I was quite impressed with it, especially for video. And obviously it does produce good stills in good light. Very restricted with lots of things, you know, minimum focus distance is 6 meters, 20 feet. It's got a small field of view as well. F11 speaks for itself. And I wanted to test it yesterday in pretty much low light conditions with the high ISO to see what it was like, but nothing turned up. So going to head down today, sit in the hide for 4 to 5 hours, hoping the kingfishers are going to turn up. Now, I haven't seen them down here for quite a while, so I'm hoping they're still around. If not, maybe the local heron, maybe some egrets and bits might turn up. But I've got the Lagopus single man chair hide strapped to the back. I'm using a Jitso Series 2 tripod, my smaller traveller tripod, which I don't use that often, which has got the ball head. And I've just purchased a new tripod collar for this 800, because they don't supply one and Canon don't make one. So I've had to go for a Kirk bracket ordered from America. So hopefully that will be here in a week or so. But yeah, enough waffle. I'm going to head down, get set up, get in position, got a coffee, bit of food, and see how we get on. So walking down here, I can already see the resident heron just round this tree, centre of the frame. No, it's an egret. There we go, it's nice to see an egret down there in the distance. A few duck on the lake. Yeah, moorhen. Let's hopefully the egret's off. Very twitchy, the egret. Oh, it's so much of a better weather day today. So guys, all set up in the hide now. Got the hide up pretty quick, and now got the camera set up on the tripod. As I said, Jitso Series 2 Traveller, nice and small with a ball head on there, and I'm still waiting for that tripod collar to go on for the 800, because I've just got it basically screwed straight onto the lens at the minute. So at the moment, it's what we're looking at. As you can see there, if you can, it's a bit of light reflection. Nice bit of jelly-eared fungus there, just on the edge, and there's the warm branch there. And what's happened with all the bad weather recently is that wind has knocked the post down, so one side is a lot lower to the water, and it's started to get the fungus growth on it, which is actually really quite nice. So yeah, all set up, good to go. There's been a lot of rain, so the coloration on the water is really dirty. There are patches of clear water in there. Hopefully that'll all settle down and the kingfishers will be in. Chetty's warbler over there calling, which is usually a migratory bird that goes back to Africa, but some do stay in warm areas. So looks like we've got that Chetty's warbler for the autumn and winter. And obviously we got the duck there as well. There was a couple of heron as I came in, saw the egret. So things are settled down today. Yesterday everything was hiding away. So yeah, sit, be patient. Let's hope we get the kingfisher, and I'm really hoping to test this this lens out. I've pre-focused it to make sure that where I've set the hide up that it can focus. Remember what I was saying before about minimum focus distance? So that's 6 meters, 20 feet. So if I were to set up the hide, then suddenly get in, set the camera up, and I'm focusing on the post and you can't focus, I can't go any further back, I'd be stuffed. So it's always really good to make sure that you've got everything good to go
fresh batteries, right memory card selected, all the video modes, everything good to go. At the moment I'm shooting at 1 1/1000 of a second. I've underexposed by 1/3 of a stop, and I'm at ISO 6400 at f11. And actually I'm still getting quite a nice diffuse background there as well, even at f11, because there's separation between the post and the reeds and stuff at the back. So got a brew, it's going to tuck into that I think, and sit tight and wait. I've actually moved the hide over to the left side. That's one noisy duck, because the light is right there and it's going to come round. I may have to readjust and go across the other side, but you know, it is what it is. I can't get across the other side, so yeah, I've got to go with what I've got. So yeah, fingers crossed guys, we'll be able to test this lens out and see what it can do. So we have now currently got a very cheeky shower coming in on the hide. Wow. Yeah. They did expect showers today, so yeah, that's a beauty. Well guys, that was one hideous shower. I had to literally pull the camera back inside because it was getting hammered, and obviously being the cheaper camera, the RF 800, no weatherproofing, although it'd probably take a little bit of a splash. I didn't want to kick the arse out of it and cause any damage. Excuse the helicopters going over. As many of you know from where I live, I've got a Royal Naval Air Station next door. So you know, in between vlogging, it's always a bit difficult to judge it with the aircraft going over. But yeah, so now at the moment the light is kind of in and out. 1 minute it's nice bright sunshine, next minute it's overcast, and we've got a bit of rain, a bit of gusty wind. So you know, at the moment I've set auto ISO at the moment, which I usually have it on. I've got my settings ready to go, and I can change that at a flick of a switch and a button if I need to. See, now it's gone really dark out there, and then obviously the ISO shoots up, so I have to kind of slightly drop down. So today with the f11 on the 800, I am quite limited. I'm not really going to get any majorly fast action flying shots, diving shots, etc., because of the fact that it is f11. If I push that ISO up way high, which it can do, the shots aren't going to be amazing. The AF on this I'm really impressed with. I've just been trying it, just focusing it on the post right in front. It's the same as 100 to 500. It's the same as my 500 f4. It focuses just as fast. It locks in on the post. Background, I've just tried it with some cows in the field, some trees at the back. You know, the AF on it and the focusing is really, really good, and it's so quiet as well. I think these are based on the DO lenses with the old green band that used to be, that still sell actually now. Really good lightweight optics. So, you know, not bad at all. And I really want to see how the detail on the images look if the Kingfisher does come and land. Or a heron comes by or something, or the Chetty's warbler or something, because you've got quite a bit of reach there, just to see what sort of, you know, quality we're getting in the images, because I haven't really tested it. I've tested it at home on my chickens, my dogs, and it all looks really good, but the true test really is obviously in this sort of situation where I'm hoping to get some nice kingfishers in with some lovely plumage, lovely colour, lovely and sharp. And yeah, I mean, I bought this primarily, as I said before, for video, and I'm going to put it through its paces with a video today as well, all being well. But yeah, it's just nice to sit and enjoy. I've been trekking loads when I was out on Exmoor doing my workshops. You know, I was all over the place hiking. I was on spot all the time looking for subjects, stalking, crawling, kneeling, lying down. You know, it's nice to get back to normal and then just sit in a hide and just chill out for a bit. So yeah, but I don't know if they're still here. I've been down walking the dog a few times over the last 4 or 5 weeks, and I've yet to see one. The owner, Terry, and Paul, they've seen them down at a lake further down. You know, so I'm hoping they're still about, but we just have to see, you know. Hope for the best, but you know, I really want to see how this RF 800 performs. As many of you know, they're about £1,000, I think. And if you're starting out in photography, and you know, you want that reach, and it is a prime lens, but you haven't got 5, 10, 15 grand to spend on a, you know, a 500, 600, 800, or even the new 1200, which is like 22,000. You know, this could just help you out, you know, to get you started, because it's pointless in laying out so much money whether you don't know if you're going to be hooked on the hobby or not. But you know, something like this you carry around with you, it's so lightweight, and if I chuck the R7 on there, I'm getting even more reach. And I have actually brought the R7 with me today, which I may clag on if I get an opportunity with the R3, but I was going with the R3 today because of the light situation, hoping to you know, get the best I can and squeeze that amount of light in with it being a full frame body over the cropped. But yeah, I'm going to tuck into a coffee now, go a bit quiet, relax, and yeah, I'll back to you shortly, guys, hopefully with some good news, all being well. So we've just had the Kingfisher whip by right down the centre of the pond. It shot off down the way. I can hear it calling down the bottom lake. I'm hoping it's going to be back. There's been some horrendous rain coming in. I mean, proper torrential, dripping massively. Had to close everything down. But I'm really hoping it's going to be back. The light's lovely now. Sun's out, the wind's dropped, so fingers crossed. We've got a fair few hours to go, so there is time, but fingers crossed it does make an appearance. So finally, after about 3 hours, the Kingfisher's just been in, and I'll keep looking in case it comes back. But yeah, it came in, perched on the upper end of the perch, not the bit that I wanted to with the jelly-eared fungus on it, but still, it perched, had a few dives, had a bit of a preen, and then flew on. But chuffed a bit to get some shots, to get some video of 4K 60, just about 20 seconds worth, so magical. It sort of bombed off that way, and then I heard it go back down again to the bottom lake, which is the larger one. So that was one of the juveniles, and I'm hoping maybe one of the adults maybe will come back, or the juvenile will come back. But just so pleased to see it. I mean, you know, sitting here yesterday for 4 or 5 hours, today so far, probably touch on 3 hours, I think I said. You know, it's the way it happens, but it turned up, so well happy, and it's nice to test out the RF 800 f11. Just to see what it's like, really. I'm hoping when I get back, images on the computer, have a look and see what they come up like. But yeah, chuffed a bit so far. A couple more hours to go. Fingers crossed we'll get something else in. So guys, it's still pretty quiet, but I've got about an hour and a half to go now, and it's generally been quiet on the water too. There's Cheddy's warbler call in, I've had the Kingfisher go through, I've had the Kingfisher land, a couple ducks going through, and pretty much it really, to be honest. It's pretty blowy too. The wind's got up quite badly and it's blowing the hide around no end. But still, it's been great to test the 800 f11 today, and I said I've had it probably about 4 or 5 months now, and I've hardly used it. But you know, to be honest, I'm really impressed with the overall weight of it. Is like 1260 grams, so just under 1.3 kilograms. I mean, that is really good. So light. The AF on it is unbelievable. I've got varying changes in light here, from dark to light, you know, darkness of the trees to the grass to the reeds, you know, to the post, and it just focuses so quickly. I've yet to try obviously birds in flight and things like that, but to be honest, I'm amazed. I mean, I know it's f11, but my God, it's just, you know, it's fantastic. It really is. you know, for what it is and for the weight and everything else, man, it's such a great little lens, and I'm so glad I bought it. I really am. But lots more testing to do with it. You know, I could have come down here today and stuck on the prime f4 500 or 300 or whatever, but it's just nice to have a go with it. I'm not very happy with the way it's mounted onto the tripod here, because I haven't got that additional foot. It's just literally screwed straight into the thread on the lens. A bit poor that Canon don't supply one and don't give the option to buy one. I mean, I had to buy the lens hood, which cost me kind of quite a bit of money for a piece of plastic, but you know, it is what it is. Got the lens coat on it, keep it protected, and hopefully I'm going to get the foot from B&H Photo Video in New York, which is on its way, should get here next week. So I'll just attach that, and then that should allow me to do a little bit better video and stuff like that as well, a bit more stability on the tripod, because it is wobbling around a little bit. But all in all, really good. So last hour and a half push now. Hopefully we'll get the Kingfisher back. I'd love it to land on the bit with the jelly-eared fungus there. Now, unfortunately, I've got the light. I've got the sun right in front of me now. Although I'm facing the lens down, it's still casting quite a lot of light there, which is a bit too much. But you know, it is what it is, and I can't really move, so we're going to go with it. But yeah, last push. Hopefully, we'll pick up another Kingfisher, or maybe something else will pop along. So guys, that pretty much concludes this morning and this afternoon session. About 4.5 hours in the high today, and yeah, not a great deal to show for it today. Bit of still images with the Kingfisher, not on the jelly-eared fungus bit, which is, I hoped it'd land on that bit, but I went on the higher perch instead, so I've got a few nice shots there. Hopefully they'll be pretty good on the back when we get back to the computer. Did a little bit of video, 4K 60 as well, and a tiny bit of 4K 120 as well, so we'll hopefully have a look at that and see what that's like. It's been nice to try out the Canon RF 800 f11. You know, I am actually quite impressed with it. You know, the AF is really, really good. When it went quite dark, it was still picking out a lot of dark areas over in the trees, the fields, the cattle. Just been training it around, trying it out, panning, constantly focusing. You know, it's really, really good. I'm really pleased with it. I did a bit of panning with some ducks moving past as well, bit of video there. All in all, really, on the tripod, just doing a little bit of testing with it. It's been really, really good. More testing to be done with birds in flight and things like that. It has obviously massive limitations there, but for things like this, that extra reach, for the budget, for the weight, you know, 1.25 kilograms, you know, it's a great lens for the price, you know, and I really like it. Got a lot more testing to do, but yeah, all in all, really, really pleased with the 800 on the R3 today, and looking forward to using it quite a lot more. But that's pretty much all for me, guys. I hope you've enjoyed watching my short sesh today. Not a great deal to show, but it's great just to get this lens out and give it a go. But thanks again, guys, for watching. I'll see you all next time.